We're in an area deemed the Bridgewater Triangle by author Loren Coleman with a seminal book called Mysterious America, first printing in 1983. And essentially he wanted to mark out locations of where anomalous phenomena was allegedly encountered. If you look at the Bridgewater Triangle, it's over 200 square miles with the apex in Abington, Massachusetts, with corners in both Rehoboth, Mass, near the Rhode Island border, and Freetown, Massachusetts, in the Freetown State Forest. And within this area is a swamp known as the Hockomock Swamp. And in indigenous Native American, the translation is roughly where evil spirits dwell. Now, this is the site of some ferocious battles during King Philip's War, a vicious conflict that took place between the English settlers and Native American tribes from 1675 through 1676. It's always been held in high regard in Native American lore. It's a sacred place. It's where they've had sacred and ancient burial grounds. And Loren noted in the early 1970s, and we're coming up on 50 years when the last phenomena was really encountered here, that there were strange entities encountered. Pumas, large snakes, gigantic birds, man-beast anthropoids, aka Bigfoot, unidentified flying objects, ghosts, balls of light, and the like. And today, it is still in the public consciousness in terms of places to go that allegedly unexplained mysteries still happen. I tend to think that the phenomena, whatever it was, did occur here, but this place, for all intent and purpose, has been dormant in regard to paranormal activity for well over 20 years.
All right. Any reason why you believe that it's went dormant? Because the reports are still coming out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The reports are still coming out because there are paranormal groups with the snappy acronyms, right? I formed the Fortean Anomaly Research Team, and that's FART, and that wafted off into the wind like any other research group that came here. But they come in here on treks on weekend nights, and they come out saying that they had encountered balls of light, Bigfoot, ghosts, large birds, snakes, etc. And I have evidence in 2001 where two paranormal groups were in the area at the same time and they heard each other.
Right.
And they thought that there was mysterious phenomena. So when ghost researchers get involved, then they live in a life of hyperbole, exaggeration, and embellishment. And their job is to hype up a noise or a ball of light that's seen. I believe in ghosts. I don't particularly believe in ghost researchers. I believe in UFOs, but I don't particularly believe in UFO researchers.
Right.
That we're no closer to the answer here 20 years on, 50 years on, than when the phenomena was originally encountered.
With that said, we have, we've gotten a photo and a very good story. You know, they all sound good, but of a werewolf. Have you ever heard anything about a werewolf in the Triangle?
First, I think to understand werewolves, you need to understand the impact of full moons and tides on the human being and the human psyche. I've seen films of possessed men that growl, can stick their head through a small hole in a British prison, that exhibit the characteristics of an animal,
right,
aka a werewolf. So to think that people are not possessed, to me, is a falsehood. I believe that people can be possessed by some sort of demonic force. Now, in terms of a werewolf, and if we're talking about half wolf, half man, or a man who transforms himself into a werewolf, that's only in comic books, in my opinion, and only in the superhero movies. Now, if he's got a photograph of that, I'd like to see it, and is his story consistent? I mean, how many times have you heard it, and if you told it to other people, is he consistent with the retelling? Because normally an encounter like that makes such an impression on your psyche that you never forget one detail.
The interview with John was great, but it kind of put a dampener over the whole investigation. In his opinion, we weren't going to have any luck. Now, while he may be right, we've traveled too far at this point to turn back now.